Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Rimuru in Akame ga Kill by alexkuhar360 Chapter 24, Epilogue. Rimuru's paw. The last thing I remember is Akame dying. As I slowly opened my eyes, I was very sad, but for some reason I feel like I fixed whatever the issue was. As I slowly opened my eyes, I heard many people shouting and yelling, "What is going on?" The sight I saw was the arena where Akame and Esdeath had fought and where I ate Murasama to evolve. The former ice walls were now thousands of soldiers. What happened to all the bodies in the wall? I started standing up, preparing to leave swiftly before I got mixed up in anything I didn't want to. As I got up, someone grabbed my arm. When I looked, it was Akame, but she was dead. "Rimuru, you are up. Everyone wants to talk to you about what happened. Can you come with me?" To be honest, I would rather not get involved with the Revolutionary Army, but I also want to know how Akame survived. Since I was sure she died, I need to know what happened when I passed out. From what I know, I was not asleep for very long, unlike last time, so not much should have happened. Great Sage might have the answers. Less than hello, Master. I am no longer Great Sage, but now I am Raphael, Lord of Wisdom. I can now answer many more questions and do many more things to assist you in your goals. Please let me know any ways I can be of assistance. Greater than. Wow, Raphael sounds much more fluent and eloquent. I feel my conversations will be much livelier than before. Raphael, can you tell me what happened while I was asleep to evolve? Less than. It seems the people Master is going to meet will tell you anyway. After they talk to you, I will explain anything they miss so you don't have to hear it twice. Is there anything you would like me to do? Greater than? Sure. Can you analyze Shambhala and see if we can use it to get back to our home world? Less than. Already on it, Master. The analyze should be done by the time your conversation is over with Night Raid. Greater than. Wow, Raphael is really fast. No offense to Great Sage, but Raphael is really the best, huh? I feel much more confident with the increased capabilities I got from this evolution. As I followed Akame, I couldn't help but feel how my body felt so much stronger and faster than it did after my last evolution. It seems the power increase I got this time was much more impactful. I heard my race changed again, but what caused it? Less than. Master evolved by consuming the souls trapped in Murasama. This caused your Demon Lord seed to bloom and started your evolution into a Demon Lord, hence demonic added to your race. This evolution is much stronger than your last one and has greatly increased all capabilities. Greater than. Wow, so I became a Demon Lord. I can't say that is a bad thing. The strength I acquired will no doubt become incredibly helpful for me in the future. Hopefully I can return to my world soon. After all this in my head happened, he finally arrived at a large tent that was set up. When we entered, I saw what was left of Night Raid along with Wave and Run. The one to speak was Najenda. "Hello, Rimuru. It seems you have some explaining to do. First of all, are you a god?" What is she talking about? Me being a god? I don't know why, but I swear I could hear Raphael making some noise in my head when she said that. What the heck happened? I have no clue what you are talking about. To be honest, after I absorbed Murasama, I don't remember what happened. I was completely unconscious. Could you guys tell me what happened? Why are they all just looking at me strangely? Lubbock was the one to respond. When the ice wall suddenly disappeared, we all ran in to see Esdeath dying and Akame dead before you literally brought everyone back from the dead, like 4,000 people. Nobody knew what was going on, but someone named Raphael was ordering someone around, and everyone that was dead was healed and came back to life. It was totally awesome, like everyone thought you were a god that came to save the rebellion. I resurrected 4,000 people. Why though? I mean, it is better that they are alive instead of dead, but it is not like I really cared about them. I would have been happy as long as Akame came back to life. Raphael, can you explain? Less than. Of course. When Master fell asleep, you wanted Akame to be revived above all else, but you also felt guilty about the other people Esdeath killed. So to relieve your guilt and show the people just how superior you were to them, I revived everyone I could. That way Master didn't have any guilt and would be treated with respect. I do everything for Master's sake. Greater than. Oh, okay, thanks Raphael. I hope I am not treated weirdly now though, that would be annoying. I saw the other looking at me as if waiting for a response. Oh well, that is pretty crazy. To revive a bunch of people is ridiculous, but if you say I did it, maybe when I was asleep a god used my body. If you asked me again, I couldn't revive anyone. That would be too crazy. Thankfully they bought my answer at face value. I do not want to be treated as someone to revive important people that die, that would be terrible. After some small talk I was getting ready to leave. To be honest, I didn't really want to stay here for very long since I don't want to get roped into anything. As I was about to leave, Akame asked me a question. What will you do now, Rimuru? I plan to go live a quiet life out in the wood by myself. I have no need for any action. If anything, I want to relax and enjoy my life. In all honesty, I wanted to find a good way to disappear from this world without anyone knowing. I just want to keep a low profile here until I am able to go home. After my response I left. I used my skill to transform into a bird and flew away to find a nice quiet spot to build myself a cabin, and I talked to Raphael about my future plans. Raphael, is the analyze on Shambhala done yet? Less than yes, master. From my measurements and analyze, it would not be wise to try to travel worlds with this device currently. Greater than. You say currently, so how will that change in the future? Less than well, master, since evolving you and your magicules have become much more powerful. Now if you leave stuff to bathe in your aura over time, they will strengthen and become more powerful. This works with weapons, clothes, and other items. If you leave Shambhala to bathe in your aura for around a year, it will definitely be able to travel worlds, but I suspect only once. This device was created without knowledge that other worlds even exist, so if you try it definitely won't be able to do it twice. I am also not positive the world you travel is the exact one you left. Greater than. What are the chances that I can get back to my world with Shambhala after a year? Less than. If everyone works properly, around 85% chance. The failures would be ending up in other worlds. Greater than. I see, so I will have to wait and hope it all goes well. Thank you, Raphael. You are really helpful. I guess I should make a house to spend this year learning my skills better. With all the buffs I got, I will need to learn my new capabilities. 1 year later. It has been 1 year since I became a demon lord and entered my life of solitude to learn my new abilities and plan the future. I have keeping up on what has been going on with my old acquaintances as well. I am happy to say that Wave and Karome are now married and living a pretty quiet life. Since I think of Karome as something akin to a little sister, I am confident she is safe in Wave's hands. He is a really wholesome and good guy, so I am sure they will live a happy life. Karome seems much happier now that she has a normal and healthy body and isn't dependent on drugs. Akame has been looking for other Tegu users but is also looking for a romantic partner now. It seems she wants to have something like Karome has. To be honest, at the moment she doesn't have the happy ending I hoped for, but she is on the way to it. Many things take time to happen, so I am sure in the future she will find more happiness. As for the rest of the Night Raid members that survived, Tatsumi and mine are married and have a kid. Man, that is crazy if you ask me. They seem happy though, so whatever floats their boat, I guess. Lubbock and Najenda are also together. They are not married but probably will be soon, with Najenda being one of the movers and shakers in the new country that was created in the wake of the Empire's defeat. She is very busy. The people I don't know much about are Leone and Run. The last I know, they were on some kind of on-again off-again relationship. I don't know the details and do not really care enough to investigate. Chelsea is a paper pusher now but is now a well-respected official, so is having a pretty good life. I know her the least, so I don't really know any specifics. In the end, the revolution said that the entire Night Raid portrayal by the Empire was propaganda against the revolution and was made up. That didn't appease everyone, but since Night Raid had stopped operating and nobody heard from any one of the members, there wasn't much they could say about it. As for me, I have spent this last year practicing my new abilities on danger beasts and trying to learn as much as I can about skills and magic. Today is the day I leave this world and hopefully return to where I am meant to be. I am really excited to leave this world. Even though this last year has been much better than all my other years here, I still want to return as soon as possible. This just isn't the world for me. I packed all my belongings into my stomach since the storage capacity has grown so much. I have been storing many things inside of it. In the past year, I was also informed by Raphael that I can release Veldora from the unlimited imprisonment whenever I want. The catch is that it would not be safe to do in this world. According to Raphael, Veldora is essentially a force of nature, and if I release him, it would fundamentally change the world dramatically. Since this world has such a low amount of magicules, introducing him would be dangerous for him and would cause a major increase in the magicules here, causing this world to change and become more like my world. I definitely do not want to cause such drastic change and hope I can release him wherever I end up. He has been in prison for a very long time. With everything ready, I pulled Shambhala out of my stomach for the first time in a year and could visibly see the differences. The aura it gave off changed significantly and so did the color. According to Raphael, the metal components evolved into demon steel and the danger beast components also evolved and greatly strengthened the device. As I thought about where I wanted to go, a massive circle appeared underneath me. When I had seen it before it was purple, but now it was black and red. As I tried to picture my home in the forest, I couldn't help but think of Japan as my home as well. After all, I have lived there much longer than anywhere else. To be honest, I am pretty sure I messed up by doing that. Thankfully, I felt a large source of energy where I was trying to travel and locked onto it. Hopefully this is in the forest. Unlike when I arrived in this world where I blinked and appeared here, this time I could feel myself traveling through time and space. If I could get motion sickness, I would be throwing up everywhere. The journey was very bumpy and rough. It felt like it took a pretty long time to get to my destination. After my very bumpy ride, I finally arrived at my destination, only to find I definitely was not in the right place. I was in a Japanese high school, in the middle of a fight. Well, fuck. The end.